In this lesson, you'll learn how to find your way around the transaction list. The transaction list can be used to view a complete history of all your transactions and edit transaction information. To access the transaction list, go to the main menu and select Point of Sale. In the top right corner, you'll see the transaction icon. The number of transactions for the current day will be displayed on the button. Immediately, we can see a list of our transactions for today. We can view transactions from a previous day by clicking on the Date button and selecting a date from the calendar. This allows us to view transactions from today all the way back to our very first transaction. For each transaction line, we can see the transaction number, the client, the payment type, and the transaction total. If we click on the plus sign next to a transaction, we can view further details such as the employee, the item details, any discounts, and the price for each item. If we right-click on a transaction, we have the options to print a receipt, void the transaction, view payment details, and view the client card. At the bottom left of the screen, we have the Employee button. If we have an employee selected, we can use this button to change the employee. To view a payment breakdown for a transaction, just select the transaction and press Payment. Best business practice is to use the Void feature for incorrect transactions. However, if you have access, you can use the Delete button to completely remove a transaction. You can use the History button to view the selected client's visit history. To narrow down your search for a particular transaction, you can use the Filter button. Here we can filter our results by the client's first name, last name, the payment type, the transaction total, and the transaction discount. For example, we could search for transactions greater than $100. Now only transactions with a value of $100 or more are being displayed. To remove the filter, just click on the Filter button again. You can apply more than one filter at a time if required. You can use the End of Day wizard to balance your registers. We also have the Transaction Totals tab. Here we can view a summary of the selected day's transactions, takings, sales, and redemptions. You can expand each area to view further details by clicking the plus sign. Finally, we have the Trading Sessions tab. This tab displays useful information about the current session, such as the opening float balance, petty cash, and the amount of cash that's currently in the register. You can also view details of any completed end-of-day sessions for the selected date. Now that you know how to find your way around the transaction list, you can view transaction details for any given day.